Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays. Season's greetings. Feliz Navidad. Anyway, I wanted to do just another quick video just to let you all know that I have had a Christmas decorating epiphany. After watching just a couple of really cool videos on YouTube, I'll link them down below if you're interested, I have had a revelation about my Christmas decorating. One of the videos said, use natural things, use your everyday decor. By natural, I think she meant your everyday decor. Don't bring in all the doodads, all the commercially made things like the Santa Clauses, the reindeer, the nutcrackers. And that's wonderful. That just hit home with me because I don't really do those anymore. I used to, but I don't do them anymore. And then I saw another video and they didn't use any of that stuff. It was just all fabulous garlands and little bits of greenery around, and it was pretty much their everyday decor. It was gorgeous. So I'm going to invite you in again, and we're going to take a look and see how I handled that. And oh my gosh, I feel so good about this new style of Christmas decorating. I hope you guys like it. I think it's super cool, super elegant, and here we go. Okay, so here we are inside. I still have up the baubles at the window because they tie in with the outside. I have all the silver balls in the tree outside, and you can see these from the outside window. Here's what it looked like before. I took down all the hydrangeas, I took down all the blackberries, and I just added more picks. Here on the garlands around the mirrors, I took down all the beads. I had lots of Christmas beads, and I had some Christmas ornaments hanging from ribbon, and it looked very ornate, very opulent. It was very cool, very Victorian, which kind of fits my vibe in my house. But it was too much. It just wasn't working for me. See, and there's the bouquet that I had on the coffee table. Huge, and it just didn't feel right anymore. Now these are a couple of props that I kept. Just a simple package and a hat box. And they kind of make sense because I'm still a maximalist. I still like props. Just not a ton of Christmas props, if you will. Not a ton of Santas, and I keep going reindeer and nutcrackers. You know what I mean. Not a ton of that. The little Christmas trees that I see done to death, those cones. I can't stand those. Sorry, no offense. See, just a couple little pieces of sprigs of greenery on my wall there, and it just screams Christmas, but in an elegant, refined way, sophisticated way, I think. I think it just looks beautiful. I think it looks fabulous. And here's how it looked before, with the hydrangeas, the beads, the ornaments on ribbons. Beautiful, opulent, I felt, and it really fit the style of my house, but it was just too much. And I think it was because I just needed to simplify, still be a maximalist, but simplify. Like there's my bouquet. That's what's left of my bouquet. I took out everything but the greenery and a few sprigs of black little flowers. So pretty, so simple, so elegant, I think. Now, over here is where I had my Christmas tree. I took it down. And you know, it's only me here at the house. And if I don't want a Christmas tree, well, there you go. I have no Christmas tree. It was beautiful, but it was a pencil tree. And it, for the last couple of seasons, it just didn't feel right anymore because it just was so, I don't know, so narrow, even though right there, that's really the only place that I have for it. There's no room in my place for another tree, for a bigger tree. I would have to jam it in somewhere and it just wouldn't make sense. So I think going forward, I'm not going to do a Christmas tree, at least in the living room. See, I have the black satin ribbon up there, and with the greenery above the cabinet of curiosities, and I added just a few tiny little sprigs of green into the cabinet of curiosities. And for me, that's enough. It just, for me, even being a maximalist, it just makes more sense. It looks so, to me, you guys, it looks so elegant, so refined, and not so done to death. Oh, here, I'm just showing you these couple of little prints. I'm out of wall space, you guys, but I love these little guys here. I love these two. So I just found a spot for them here, and you just get a little peekaboo of them every once in a while. I think it's fabulous. Now, going back to the cabinet of curiosities, just a couple little sprigs. You just get a glimpse of them. See? And to me, you guys, that just screams the Christmas season without having a ton of cone Christmas trees or little cute Santas, little reindeer, all that kind of little stuff. And I don't need the color red or the big color burgundy or the huge thing of Ralph Lauren. I don't need plaid for my decor to feel Christmassy. Does all that make sense, you guys? I just am so happy with the way it turned out. Here's my little kitchen area. I just love this area. I took down what I had up there before. It was just, there it is. Just a simple garland. There's the bell there on the left and a string of beads, and some lights. But I took that all down and I'm much happier with it. Here on the kitchen table, I have just my dish of black plums and figs with a little bit of greenery. And there's a candle I made, a thrift store little vessel. And to me, that's enough. It's just enough. And see, there's the black bow with a little bit of greenery. And just all that, you get that little shot of greenery all over. And to me, that's enough. To me, that's my Santa Clauses and my reindeer and my nutcrackers. That's enough for me. Here's another garland that had a ton of beads, and the ornaments hung from velvet bows and the hydrangeas. Opulent, beautiful. I loved it. Looked kind of Victorian. But it just didn't feel right anymore. This feels so right to me. Does that make sense? Is that sounding silly? But it does. It does. It just feels, I'm so excited. It feels so Christmassy to me. And I do still have my touches. There's one of my spiders under glass. I still have my touches of, the little dark. I can't help it. Some more greenery, just stuck in with my old champagne crate of silver platters and dishes. And there's Oscar Wilde. I just can't have a bare spot, apparently. But I am a maximalist. And I'm trying to work in a classy Christmas. I love these bells. These are from Amazon. And I have the black satin bow with the little bit of greenery. And I think those are the only silver balls left in the entire place. I took everything else out. Some more greenery. And it's all just my everyday decor. And I just think it looks incredible. For me, it looks incredible. I have my hydrangeas there. And that looks so, what's the word? Classy, opulent, elegant, but in a natural kind of way, in everyday decor kind of way, not a Christmassy kind of way, not a mass-produced kind of way. Same thing here in the bathroom. I had up a garland that had the hydrangea, the beads, the black velvet ribbon with the ornaments, and it looked I thought it looked beautiful. I thought it looked very Victorian, but it just, as I was walking around, and after seeing those 2 videos, you guys, just too much. I had to take it all down and start over again. This will be my 3rd Christmas look this season. Yeah, And we still have a couple of weeks before Christmas, so we'll see if I do it again. So there's a bit of greenery, apothecary jar with Epsom salts, and everyday decor, just adding that bit of greenery and the simple garland. And I just added some more greenery picks just to make that garland, and all the other garlands around, I added just greenery picks to make them a bit fuller, a bit more lush. Yeah, and there's my bathroom. Simple, but a maximalist kind of simple Christmas. And my bedroom, same thing. There's my wall, my gallery wall. All I did to that was with that black bow above the larger poster there, added some greenery. Oh, I love this. I always stop and show you guys this. My flesh prison lies in this bed. I just love that little phrase. I have no idea why, but I do love that. So again, even in the bedroom, my everyday decor, I took down the Christmas trees that were on the right side of the bed. I had this silver tinsel tree. I had a few of them. And I just put back my everyday topiary, just put a black satin bow on it. And to me, that just screams the holiday season. There's a candle I made on the bedside table with just a little tiny bit of greenery, another little spider under glass. And there, I still love this look, all the apothecary bottles I made for Halloween, and for my first Christmas look. 1 out of 3. Anyway, I could have added more greenery there. And then I had the greenery wrapped around the headboard with a few lights. And there you can see, it's just everyday decor. My Maximalist everyday decor with just a few touches of the greenery. See there under the television. And to me, that's just enough. And I don't even know that that makes sense for a Maximalist, but it's working for me now. Oh, this I had to show you guys. This is a new one. There's the print I bought from Temu, and I cut it down so it's just the baby. And to me, that is just so sweet in a sad way. The Victorian feel of it, of how they would take photos of their, babies and family members that passed away just to remember them. I just think that's the sweetest, saddest thing ever. And I saw that, and I really love that. I hope you don't think that's weird. It might be a bit weird. Now, here's my office. I closed the door. I usually have it open, but there's a ton of Christmas presents in there that are waiting to be wrapped. So I didn't want all that mess, ruining my shot. Anyway, so that's it, you guys. That is my third Christmas look. This is my favorite. Just simple, elegant, maximalist decor. Christmas decor. And I just think it's beautiful. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys are having a beautiful Christmas already. Christmas season. Christmas is coming up. So I still have time to do several more looks. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Maybe it gave you some food for thought, as the videos that I watched gave me food for thought. I enjoyed those videos immensely, and they're there for you to watch if you'd like. Merry Christmas!